Well, hello there. Welcome to Shoo Rayner Drawing Channel. I haven't been doing much on here for a while, and maybe you've missed me. I've missed you. What can I say? I have to keep checking over here to see whether this is actually working or not, and I'm not quite sure if I do say something, so I'm going to type in there. Is anybody watching? If you are, please say so in the chat. Live chat, remember to go to privacy, unable to connect to chat, try again later. So I think maybe I have to go to the channel dashboard. I think I have to go and see, where are we now? See what happens there. So I'll turn my sound off. Oh yeah, there we are. Goodness me, there we are. I don't know why I haven't got oh, there we are. Yeah, haven't done this for a while, so it's on. Click to view 7 comments. There we are. I've got a comments thing. There we are. Now I know what I need. It's been a while. Ugly Crystal. Hi, you're very punctual. Thank you. Sizzling Grill. Hello, Hannah Lamburn. Hi, Safia Haracho. Hi, Ugly Loud and Clear. Good. Clay Ratley. What I need is a monitor right here, so I can be kind of looking at you, shouldn't I? What are we? Clay Ratcliffe. Good afternoon, Shoo. Hello, Safia Haracho. OMG, I am your biggest fan. OMG, thank you very much. Abby H, I love your drink. Thank you. Fusion Tide. Hi there, Shoo. Hi, Fusion Tide. Hannah Lamburn, working perfectly good. Safia, hi, Shoo, hi, and here it's morning. Sizzling Grill. Where are you? I can't remember where everybody is. I need Abby H. I need your help. I don't know where to draw shadows in a drawing. Please help me. Well, there's a good thing to start with, isn't it? Because like this is a totally blank sheet. What's been going on? There's been all the COPPA, Children's Online Protection stuff that's been going on. So YouTube has really changed, and I had to make a big decision about what I was going to do. So my other channel, Draw Stuff Real Easy, click up there. You can't click, there's nothing to click. Make sure you are subscribed to Draw Stuff Real Easy. You can't ring the bell anymore, unfortunately, because I have set the whole channel to be made for kids. So I've been spending a bit of time just getting that all sorted out and getting drawstuffrealeasy.com all sorted out, so that is purely focused on kind of, I say it's for fun, school and homework. So, and then I've been thinking, oh, what do I do about the Shoo Rayner Drawing Channel? Do I give up or what? And some people would go, no. But it's kind of what to do, really. Because in a way I kind of feel it's just kind of reached a point where it has to kind of change somehow. And then I've been thinking maybe this live thing is the way to go. And so that's what I'm planning for the next short while, just to do this kind of live thing and kind of interact and just see what happens. And today is a complete blank sheet. I have nothing sorted out or organised beforehand, because I think it should be really about you. And that was a really good thing, wasn't it? There, I need your help, BB. I need your help. I don't know where to draw shadows in a drawing. Please help. So maybe I can do something there. So let's have a look. Train Lord. Hi, Sofia Haracha. Yay! Florentina Maria Popescu. Hello from Romania. Hello. I speak no Romanian at all, I'm afraid. Hannah Lamburn. Advice on shadows would be great. Louis, the redhead lady. You are truly inspirational. Oh, well, thank you very much. Dear. And I understand what it is to be redhead, because I am a redhead. It might not appear so, but I used to have very red ginger hair when I was a kid. Can I draw a medieval knight? Well, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Louis and the redhead lady watching. Rebecca Duggan. Hi from New York. Hi. How are you? And Xbox PS4. Hello, Safia. How do you use oil pastels? I don't. My advice. Please give me advice on how to use oil pastels. My advice is don't. Okay. Somewhere, I think I have a box. No, it's in the house. I have a box which I was given 10 years ago. I went like that, and I haven't used them since. So please, I do not know anything about oil pastels, and I really don't know. I did an interview with, I can't remember her name. It's just gone out of my mind. Who's a children's author, and she was doing pastels, and we were talking about pastels. Let me see if I can find that. So if I go and look for that, this is very boring, isn't it? This is a job with live. So I've got this sort of idea that maybe I can kind of do stuff live and then edit bits out and do sort of little sections of it to make them easier to find and easier to do. Let me go warthog. Let me warthog, because I think she did a warthog. There we are, Lynn. Right, I am looking here now for, yeah, so if you go and look for how to draw a warthog with Lynn Chapman, I'll eventually put a thing up. She's great. She does pastels, and I think she talks about that. It was quite a while ago I did that, and so there, right. Now, where are we? See, I could just spend the whole time just reading out things here. What a lot of chat. I need an assistant, don't I? Please make a vote with medieval rings or jobs, like it with Greek ancients. You mean kings? What's up, everyone? Kyle Walter says, hope it's all good. From Niagara Falls. Wow, there we are. Sister Girls in Canada. Currently warm. By warm, I mean 10 degrees Celsius. It's warm here today. Everything's gone wrong. It's grey. It's miserable, actually, today. We also need help about shading, especially cross-hatching. I keep figuring out where should I put the shading. I'll get around to this in a moment. Sophia is crying with tears. Louis's love live thing. Kyle Walters. Yeah, shading sounds good. I can never figure it out. Leche Sanchez. Velasquez. Hi. It's 10 it's 10. I'm in Mexico. Okay, we don't say how old we are or anything like that, because this is not made for kids. Okay, if kids are watching, I can't help that, but it's not made for kids, this program. Okay, I have to say that now on YouTube. I have to say this is not made for kids. Fusion Dad, I have a question about art I'm doing. Is it okay to have an interest in what I want to draw change every day? An example, one day I want to draw animals, the next I want to draw humans. Is this natural? Yeah, you're looking at it. This is what I do every single day. Changing. And eventually you'll find, you just change every day, and eventually you'll find there's something you want to do, and you'll find you spend a week on one thing, and then you'll come back to it 6 months later and you spend 3 weeks on it or something, and you find that is your thing eventually. So maybe you're just sort of still finding your thing. So it's really, yeah, just draw everything. Well, draw whatever you feel like. I don't see why you should draw stuff you don't want to draw stuff you don't want to draw. Redhead lady, name is Ginger. Well, there you are. Yes. So, and I wrote the book The Ginger Ninja. So there we go. Kyle Waters, yes, it's natural. I can't remember what was. Shady sounds good and never figured out. Right. My shoe cover shading and cross hatching here. There isn't a link there somehow. So anyway, how to do shading and yeah. So I've done all sorts of various bits. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to nip back here, get some paper, and okay. I'm going to start again then. All right, let's do. I knew there was one thing. I need to have a checklist. This is all very technical. This getting this done. Right. Let's start. So we got a sphere, not very round, and we got the sun, ding, 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 and in fact the sun is so far away that the light that is coming is parallel. Okay, so the shadow is going to be kind of falling within this tube of light like that, and underneath there is going to be the darkest. And then as you go out, I'm repeating myself here, so so maybe that previous one I can kind of do something with. And so as you come further away, it's just going to get softer and softer and softer, because you're getting sort of extra light appearing, but underneath the sphere it is the darkest. So I'm pressing the hardest there. And then the actual sphere itself, this is kind of the where the main darkness is going to be. So I'm just going to scribble in some pretty darkness there. But around here is not going to be darkness. It's kind of counterintuitive. It's called ambient light. Ambient light. So this is light coming from the sky, from, it might be a white table, all sorts of things. So it's light that's kind of being bounced around, reflected back up. So it's not going to be really dark down here, which you would maybe think it would be. And then the sun is actually, or the light or whatever, is going to be reflected off that point there, which is going to be the brightest. So we can press slightly lighter around like that, and getting lighter and lighter and lighter as we get round to the top there, and we can sort of work out some sort of shades of grey in between by how hard you press, basically. And so that's kind of where we get from there to there, even though I didn't draw a very good circle to start off with. So, so let me come back, if I can find where I am. So there we are. So, right, where are we now? There's an electronic hum, but no other sound. Did we get there? Did we have the sound on that camera? Oh no. That should have been working. I understand the light on audio back. Good, there we are. I knew what you were saying. Right, so you click a sound drop back. Jessica Taylor, hi. Sound back. Sound works now on both cameras. Good. They're a different mic, but audible note is a different mic. Welcome to live streaming. Absolutely. Can you explain when there's multiple areas? Hello, Shoo. Ed is back and drawing. Oh, hi. Excellent. Hi, Galaxy Captain. How are you doing? Can I draw a politician? What, do you think they all look the same? Again, sound is all okay. Sound is good. No, excellent. Good. So now the next question was about cross hatching. Look, well, let's talk about multiple light sources, actually. So, again, if we take a sphere. Are we back on that? No, I need to go. I need to get back onto here. If again we draw a sphere like that, and if we got like the we got a light there and a light here, a light bulb kind of thing going on like that. So then you're going to get these tubes again, and so you can work it out from this. So there's going to be a kind of an oval there, but this is going to come down there, and there's going to be another one there. But so it's like Venn diagrams, isn't it? So this part is going to be definitely the darkest, like that, and then it'll be a bit darker this way, and then it'll be fading out because this light is kind of bleaching out. And fading out that bit there, and the same will be for there. And again, we'll probably have a bright bit there, and so the real darkness bit will be down here. And so it's kind of logic. It's kind of working out where are these tubes of light going to be coming from. And I don't know. It's going to look something like that, I should think. And the other thing you might want to think about is if it is a lamp. Let's just do a single one. If it is a lamp, then in fact, then the light will be coming out as a cone like that. So that will make a slight kind of bit of difference in that as well. So if it's coming from the sun, it's going to be coming in a great parallel sort of zhoosh of photons. If it's coming from a light bulb, then it's coming from a point. And so it will be coming out then as a cone, in which case that might even be going further over there. And in fact, I'm assuming that's a bit further back. So, you know, it might want to come over this way a little bit more, in fact, if it's behind, and then that means that that will be the dark part there, and that's the light part. And we'll be kind of working it out like that. There. I can hear lots of popping going on, so let's go have another look. Sounds no good on both. Everything sounds great. Will you do any more Draw My Life videos? Ooh, I don't know. I get asked that every now and then. I don't know how I pronounce Sini. Not too shabby. All right, I'm not quite sure what that means. You don't answer my question because I've got my back to all the questions and it's very hard to follow. Can you make a video how to draw a medieval knight? Well, I did say I was going to have a little think about that. So, yeah, so it's really hard sort of following all these things here. No, I really do need to have some kind of an assistant here reading them, don't I? You want to donate so bad, ha ha. Still have audio as well. Ed's in California. Hi, how are you? Yes. Oh wait, never mind. Right. Good. It's really complicated, isn't it? Dog's life. Do you know Kim Jong-gi? No, I can't say I do. You'll have to tell me more about that. Kim Jong-gi. No, you'll have to tell me more about that. So, let's talk about a little bit of. So let's talk about cross hatching, which is a different thing altogether. And so let me get a pen, and we will go to the other camera again. Dun, dun, dun. And this is going to be very, very different. Now, I'm just going to go straight in with ink on this one, without sort of drawing pencil. So the light is going to be coming from here, I'm assuming. And first of all, I'm going to think that I'm actually going to stick a little bit of pencil in here just as a guide and put that oval down there. And I'm thinking that I want to have the darkest part is going to be about there. And maybe I'll do a little bit more kind of like that. So, you know, there are no definite rules about this, but the thing about cross hatching is that when you cross over, then it will make it look darker. And so maybe from here I want to go across it at another angle, like that. And I'll maybe make those lines go a bit further apart. And then here I might do some going in that direction too. So, and I'll zoom in a bit. Oop. There. So then here we're going to want to have that's going to be the darkest part, and then we're going to want to cross hatch, just make these slightly bigger, and that's going to sort of come up to about there. And that will come up to about there. And then we're going to want to go horizontally. And here again we can go a bit kind of further around like that. And I think we maybe want to take that to about there. And then do some vertical as well. And that will give us something like that, which is sort of giving us that effect. And if I was drawing this, I would probably do something like this though, I think. So I think I would be, and it is cross hatching, and it's much more scribbly. So I think I would sort of probably do something like that, and then maybe just kind of fill in those kind of areas as well. So that's kind of a much more quick scribbly kind of way of doing it, like that. So that's kind of cross-hatching. Now, what have we got here? Do I do King John Me? King John Me? I don't know. Talks like no, don't know. Also teaches how to do pencil colouring in a better way, smooth and continuous. A lot of that is to do with, let me get back to here. A lot of pencil colouring is to do with the quality of your pencils and the quality of your paper. And if you've got cheap pencils, it gets really difficult to do anything smooth. And if you've got cheap paper, it gets really difficult to do anything smooth. So there we go. So Sizzling Grill says, I've learned all this. Well, there we are. Kim Jong-in draws amazing drawings without any references. Okay, I'll check out Kim Jong-ji. Yes, please do it again. I would rather use a pencil for that, cartoonist style. So, you know what else changed for YouTube other than copper? YouTube is showing double ads in the beginning of videos now, is it? I haven't really noticed that. Susan Grit, I know it's so annoying. So I'm not. Oh, right, yes. It's very hard, difficult to keep concentrating what's going on. So, right. Let's have a go at a medieval knight in that case, without a reference. And let me zoom out a little bit. So this is for Trajan Lord, a medieval knight. So without a bit of reference, but I think I'm allowed to do a little bit of sort of pencil sketching. So because we're going to want a bit of an attitude, I think. So we're going to have a head, and we're going to want to kind of come down like that, I think, and then we're going to want to be like that, and we're going to want shoulders, and I think the arm's going to come across like that, and that will come across like that, and then we're going to want a great big sword like that. So I think we're allowed to do that with calling that without reference. I think you're allowed to do some underdrawing, and I'm thinking then that I'm going to want to have kind of something coming up like that and across, a little visor that you can see out of. We want little breathing holes, don't we? And then this will come down to there like that, and probably forward there and across. And then we're going to want those little kind of I'm going to put little pointy bits on the shoulders like that, and then these are going to be the elbows. So I'm going to kind of draw these elbow bits like that, and and then we're going to want gauntlets there, aren't we? So I think they're going to be sort of like that, and then we're going to want the glove part there, and we're going to want, so we'll have the sort of pommel of the hilt sort of sticking out there, so that will be coming there. So you have to kind of we're going to want to have the other part of the hand sticking there, I should think. And then this enormous, great big, actually let's make it double sided, makes it look a bit more brutal, doesn't it? And so then we want this to come down like that to the waist, and then we're going to get these kind of bits across like that, and then we're going to want to come down to the knee, which will probably have a little knobbly bit in there as well, and there's usually some kind of weird things like that, aren't there? So I'm hiding a lot of the arm behind here, which is quite good. And then we can come down, we're going to want to have spurs. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Everyone's saying you can't tell what it is. You can't tell what I'm drawing. Maybe I should use a phone so you can read the chat. Do you want to see what I've drawn so far? There we go. So I can hear all this pop, pop, pop going on behind me. there, and then so you're all saying you'll definitely work. I'm going to have to start this again, aren't I? So this is going to sort of be coming down there like that with these kind of things, and then we're going to want sort of a knee there again with some kind of weird thing, and then we're going to have kind of straps on there as well, aren't we? Holding it all on, and then straps. And as soon as you get the right camera, then all the chat stops, doesn't it? You get that kind of popping pop kind of thing every time somebody makes a comment. So it's just trying to be too clever, basically, isn't it? So there we go, and I'm just going to get my hairdryer onto that. So mind the noise. I think we can say that this week's is a bit of a disaster so far. So let's come and see what people are saying. I did switch camera. Ooh, good night. Good night. Please, restant tutorial. That was fun. Oh, Alfie Ross, yes. So we'll be here all night at this rate. We will be. Please can I get a shout out? Alfie Ross, shout. Hang on a minute. There we go. Alfie Ross! Right, there we go. So it's like a video game. She levels up to the right camera. Dun, dun, dun. So, right. Shall I draw that again? I think. And then, of course, there's a delay. And that's really weird because I'm looking on... See, as I'm looking on the live connection, then there's just a blank seat. There's nobody there. So I don't know what you're seeing. What are you seeing there? I don't know. I don't get this. This is really, really weird. So there we are. Hairdryer for pen. Interesting. Well, yes. I'm going to go back to the drawing camera then. Yeah, if you don't draw, if you don't dry the ink and make sure that it is dry, you know, every video I've ever done, I've always said, when you are absolutely sure it is dry, then you can erase the pencil line. What you don't know is I spend a minute going to make sure it's absolutely dry, or I cut that bit out of the video. So I use the hairdryer on all my videos. And now, what I'm thinking of here is that we can have crown kind of thing coming up there, and then we probably want some kind of ostrich feathers. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'll come around like that, and maybe another one like that. And so we'll have those on the top there. And so as the cross hatching on here, you know, I might not actually cross it, in fact. So just because you can cross hatch doesn't mean you have to. So what I'm doing at the moment is hatching, and I'm trying to give a kind of a three-dimensional kind of feel to it, and also trying to give a kind of a metallic feel to it, I suppose. And sort of maybe a bit down there. But here I could cross hatch just to get that bit more of that shadow in there. And I think cross hatching is something that in an illustration, see, I just did that instinctively there. I think in an illustration you'll be cross hatching. I think it's just something that you kind of build up, really. And a bit like watercolor in a way, and so you kind of do a layer and think, oh, I need a little bit more in there, and you just kind of build up the darkness. And so you start off quite light, and then either do a bit more there, and then something like that. And this pommel is going to need, well, but all these pommels are going to need a bit of darkness in there, and again quite dark in there, and it's going to be darker under here. And I think without reference, I think if I had reference, I would start thinking about reflections, maybe in the metal here, and I'm just going to I'm just going to put these in as sort of cartoon kind of highlights, really. And then here, I'm going to bring that around there, and then this is, I am on the right camera, aren't I? So, and I'll just bring those around like that, I think. And it can get very boring, and so yeah, maybe a bit more than around there. And again, that wants to be quite dark under there, and you can kind of curve your hatching as well to give that sort of curved effect. Yeah. So I'm just doodling here, really. And that's, you know, half of these angles are really, really wrong. You watch some illustrators on YouTube, and when they're doing cross hatching, and they're drawing their lines like this, they're incredibly slowly and precise. And we can't go there. I would I get so frustrated watching them. They get along with it, and then they finish this really perfect kind of illustration. I think, yeah, well, that's kind of, yeah, I would just go mad illustrating like that. And so I suppose, and you can see I'm actually scribbling here. So if I do that bit, but here I'm just scribbling, and it's kind of what what floats your boat, I suppose, isn't it? And it's just kind of the way I draw in a kind of scrappy, kind of scratchy kind of way. I think I need a bit more in there. And then you need to sort of stand back a bit, and then I think, yes, I'm going to have a bit more in there, and maybe some coming up there too, and I think maybe I need a bit more there as well. And that looks like it could do with a bit more, and then that looks like it could do, and then so it sort of keeps going. And then these ostrich blooms probably need little kind of inside, you know, the feathery bits. I know there's a word for it. There's the actual, was it, I think it was on Winter Watch last night, if anyone was watching that. I can't remember. They were showing how feathers go together, so you got the little branching bits inside. And then I probably need a bit of shade in there, and a bit of shade in there, a bit of shade in there. And then, of course, you're going to get the sun is going to be over here. Ding, 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 ding. Creating a shadow. And so, but I've been thinking about that all along, because I've been thinking, you know, it's these sides of the curves of the metal are kind of where the shadows are going to be. But then this shadow is going to come down here. So it's, you know, you've got this bit of the foot there, and you've got a bit of the leg will be sort of coming down like that, and here you've got a bit of the foot, and you're going to have kind of the leg, but somewhere they're being sort of joined up here, and you're going to have the body of the knight down there. So so I'm just going to kind of scribble in some, because that's my way, scribble in some shadow down here, and that'll probably be getting a bit bigger as well over there. Shall I zoom out a little bit? And that's just me being very, very scribbly, isn't it? And then, you know, we're going to need a horizon line. So that's going to not put him on the table, but in the tournament area, and some grass, and then probably there's a lady's handkerchief that's just been tossed on the floor like that. Oh, come help save me. There's a castle. There's a great big tower up here. Hang on, look, there's a great big tower here, and you got Rapunzel up at the top, and she's just thrown her hanky down. We need a little bit of a lacy edge on that, I think. There we are. You see, this is how stories build up. I went to a school last week and did some drawing with the kids there, and as ever, I kind of do I do a drawing, and then one of them comes up, you know, oh, can I do this? Can I add this in there? And can I add an aeroplane? And I say, yeah, do it. And then slowly this kind of story starts appearing, and which is what's going on here. And you got ooh, got her hair is coming down here. It's a bit of a mess. It needs washing. It's probably a bit oily, I think. Which is he's never going to climb up that hair if it's greasy and oily. He's going to slip and slide and whatever. I'm going to come and see what all your comments are. So what are we doing? That's the cricket. That's the cricket. What are we? We've got a whole lot of stuff here. We did a show. Do you have any tips for drawing hands and feet? Well, yeah, sort of. Hairdryer for pen. We've done that. I mean, I'm not a great artist. I need advice, please. Just keep drawing. Keep at it. Keep at it and keep at it. I agree. So I'm deaf in one ear now. Can you restart the tutorial? I tell you what I will do. I will re-edit that bit and sort of put a voiceover to it. So you'll get that. There's a video buffer, exactly. Everything going smooth for you, thank you. Ensuring great for me. Good here, good too. It's going great for me. Can you do a tour of your old sketchbooks? Ah, yes. Kind of looks like he's batting for England. He does. He does, yes. And there we go. And ding, 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 ding. Like that. And again, then we want to have the bit of thing like that, and a boing, boing, boing. There we go. So, oh, you did. There we go. And that would you wrong camera anyway. Hang on, there we are. Look, there you are. You can see batting for England. You can get these little things where you press buttons and it changes the camera. So I'll have to save up for one. So, where are we now? He is batting for England now. You learn by messing it up. Yeah. I've learned a lot from messing it up to Matt Marshall. You do. I think that's one of the things. Also, I know there's a couple of times I've been in schools. I love drawing in schools, and you know, sometimes. And I'm doing what I think is quite a simple drawing, and you can never tell. Each class, you know, they're all, you know, you go into a year 4 or something like that, or K4 is it? I think in America, around about the same, and you think, oh, they're going to be the same as the year 4 I went in last year, and they can be just much younger, and maybe the teacher does a little bit more drawing with them, so they're more comfortable, and so the levels and qualities of drawing can vary very much between a group of very similar aged children, and it depends on, you know, sometimes they'll be doing a lot of drawing at home, and you can really tell when kids are like that, and you get these beautiful drawings. I say, you draw at home, don't you? And they go, yes, I do. And then you go to one kid who is in tears, in absolute tears. And I can see that they're doing absolutely fine, but they can't see the ending. And I just say, keep going. And it's resilience. And I think that's a wonderful thing that drawing teaches you, is resilience. To just keep going, and somehow at the end it all just kind of pulls itself together, and then through their tears a little smile comes. Go, I did it, and that's always a great moment. So, do you have any tips for drawing hands and feet? Oh yeah, I'm working on that. That's the cricket ball. It is, yeah. Battling for more ostrich feathers. That's such an amazing drawing. Thank you. Ostriches roam freely in Merry England back then. They did. It's a well-known fact. Can you please give me some advice on how to draw? Like I said, just draw. Just do it every day. And get a sketchbook. Get a sketchbook. You wanted to see sketchbooks? Let me just pop over to camera. There we are. Yes, I have my own sketchbooks with my name on, which is pretty cool, isn't it? And So this is just kind of, actually these are trying different pens, which I wasn't quite sure about. So it's a grey Unipin pen. I'm going to do a thing about Unipin. Let me find. There are these ones here. Oh, that's the brush pen. And so I was trying the grey ones. And so this is just sat in front of the TV, kind of watching TV. So these are Star Wars characters, and you get about 2 seconds of a pose, and then it's gone, and you just have to do what you remembered, really. And this was drawing leaves, and this is again watching the TV. This is drawing leaves in the autumn, and you just play and just draw and draw and draw. I was loose celebrity. I can't even remember what celebrity thing that was. Celebrity. Oh, I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. That's right. And then just, I don't know. I just started drawing that. This is watching a wildlife program on the TV. This was I went to it was a performance in a church of Christmas Carol. And so they were playing, and so I just drew them at the time and painted them at the time as well. With the rain was coming in through the ceiling, so I kept getting these little drips of rain coming on the intro. And that was Christmas Carol from watching the TV. So I doodle a lot watching the TV. These were things, and I got a little obsessed with this. I found somebody who'd been making patterns in the snow. Am I on the right channel? Yes. Someone who'd been, he makes these incredibly perfect patterns in the snow, and he does these incredible geometric drawings. And then I found somebody else who'd done this thing where they're just wandering aimlessly. It looked aimless, but it wasn't. And so I was just kind of drawing the patterns. It could be ants, and then breadcrumbs. They just set me off on a train of thought about breadcrumbs. And going through the forest, Hansel and Gretel leaving their breadcrumbs. There's a wild boar. I went for a walk yesterday, and I was going down. It's kind of like a little canyon kind of thing, and then I had this ruff. Uh-oh. And I looked up, and there was this boar just staring at me. So I said, "I can see you," and just tiptoed on. And this is practicing for doing the Death's Head Hawk Moth, which I did on Draw Stuff Real Easy last week, I think. And so it's just drawing. Draw. Get a sketchbook. That is the thing. Get yourself a sketchbook and draw in it all day long. Always have with you a sketchbook and a pen or a pencil or both. Or you can have what my daughter gave me for Christmas. She made this for me. And so you can have your whole little set. I have my paints with me, and I have my paintbrush and things like that. So and just carry them with you the whole time. Also, the other thing about getting better with art, let me come back to the other camera, is have a little corner that is yours. And because I think if every day you have to get everything out, then you think, oh, I can't be bothered. So if it's just a corner of a table, anything, and you tell everybody that is my art corner, that is my studio, it gets left like that at the end of it. When I finish that drawing, I can put the pencil down. That's it. I can go for a run again, have something to eat, do whatever, go to bed, come back from school, whatever. When you get back, you can just sit straight down and pick it up and carry on from where you were the day before, having to get stuff out and to start every day. It kind of puts you off. If you can just sit down and start, that's brilliant. Otherwise, sketchbook, whoosh, open it, start drawing. Then that's the same kind of thing. Your sketchbook is your portable studio, and you can just start anytime you like. And the lovely thing about a sketchbook is You don't have to show it to anybody. You can close it up and hide everything if you don't want to. You can show it to people if you like. And it's what I love with the sketchbook is it's a story, and you can talk your way through it and tell people all about it. And it's kind of the little aide memoirs to the stories you want to tell. And I've forgotten what I was going to say. Sketchbooks. Have a sketchbook. The other wonderful thing about it, I remember, is it's chronological. So when you start at the sketchbook, you think, oh, it's rubbish, that's no good. Your next page, that's no good. You get to the end. When you go back to the beginning, because you've been removed from what you've drawn, you've had a couple of weeks, maybe you haven't actually looked at that drawing, you don't see all the little bits that you saw before, because while you're drawing you think, oh, that's not right. A couple of weeks gives you time to forget all about that, and you come back and go, oh, it's not as bad as I thought actually, and you go, oh, that's actually quite a good little bit, and you can pick that up and work with it, and then just sort of keep working on it. And the nice thing about a sketchbook is when you get a little idea, you can just keep working that idea, draw it again and again and again and again, and each time it evolves, and a new little idea comes in. What if I added this? What if I did it that way? And that's how kind of ideas evolve and things like that. So if you want to get better at drawing, get a sketchbook, and make sure you have a little corner to keep coming back to for something, if you need to be sitting down to do something, a bit more sort of finished. So how are we doing on here? Practice. Oh, Grease says. Right, yeah, can you give me some... Yeah, so, Safira Haracho, I think I'm the worst artist. You see, now, that is the other thing. This is all about mental attitude. I think every artist thinks they're the worst artist. There are one or two who are just so big-headed, they know they're the best. Most artists think, I'm useless, I'm terrible. And even, I can tell you, well-respected artists who I've known, and you sit down drawing with them and they go, oh, don't look, that's not very good. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. And it's just natural. And so the thing is not to say, don't ever say again, don't ever write down, I think I am the worst artist, because that gets into your brain and you start to believe it. Just forgive yourself. It's okay, You don't get to be the world's greatest artist overnight. You have to work at it. It's a journey. Do we love that word? I don't know. It's so overused, the word journey nowadays, but it's the best word. Becoming an artist is a journey, and it's a journey of discovery, and enjoy it. And as I say, when you've done something, put it away. Don't criticize it immediately. Just put it away. Come back a little while later and then look at it, and it isn't quite as bad as you thought it was. And when you look at what you've done now, you can see, oh right, that was the beginning of this, and I've progressed and I've added, and yeah, good. Where are we now? Praise. Everyone spam practice. Spam. Can spam. Hannah Lambert says, I'm trying to draw a character's face from different angles. I can draw the head rotating horizontally, but a little stuck on looking up and down. Have you done a video on that? Yes, I have. I'll do it very quickly again. I don't know how many times I've done this, but I'll do this incredibly quickly, and then I'll see if I can find the video, the particular video. The thing is, again, we think about the sphere. I'm going to zoom in a bit. The thing is, again, you think about the sphere. Well, that's a very bad sphere. And as you look at it straight on, you've got the North Pole, South Pole, the equator, and the meridian. And you got the eyes, and you got the nose, and the mouth. And so when you draw it from the side, you've got the North Pole and the South Pole, and you've still got the equator, and you've got the North Pole and the South Pole. But the meridian, because it's a sphere, you now see as a curve like that. Okay, so then the eye's going to go there, Oh, no, we want it this way, don't we? So the eye is going to go there, and the nose is going to go there, the nose is going to go there, and the mouth is going to go there, like that. And if you want to make it look a bit more kind of naturalistic, then we put a chin in there, a proper chin, like that, something like that. So if you want it to look upwards, again, then we've got that. We've got the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So we draw a circle with a horizontal. That's the equator, and then, but the equator isn't going to look like that, but the horizontal might do. That might be going like that. So the equator, if it's going to be looking up, is in fact going to be like that. So we can put the eyes there, and the nose is going to come like that. Oh, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. And so the mouth is going to be there, and here again, that's going to be coming from there. So it's going to be like that, isn't it? And in fact, that's going to be tilted. That's why I'm getting it wrong. That's going to be tilted. So we're going to have the eyes there, and then the mouth like that. Okay, so what's gone wrong there? Something's... No, that's right, because it's looking straight in front. Yeah. So there you go. That's basically it. I think I got a longer video on that. And where are we now? Drawing characters, different angles. I can draw the head. So there we are. Have I done a video on that? I have now. Clay Ratcliffe, talking to yourself about adding all the new things to the drawing sounds like me when I'm making up stories about what people are talking about in the pub. Exactly. Please teach 1.2 point perspective. I've done videos on that. If you go and put Shoo Rayner 1.2 point perspective, you will find it. God, love the sound effects. There we are. That's amazing. Lord, thanks. Hannah Lamborn, try marking a cross on a ping pong ball. Exactly. And drawing it from all angles. And I will, yeah. I'll see if I can find all those videos, and I've done that with balls and all sorts of things. I need to start this whole channel again, don't I? Which is actually what I'm kind of thinking of doing. I'll draw stuff really easy and do all that stuff again. Yeah. Draw it on a ping pong ball, or you can get those if you go to the art store sheds. You can get polystyrene balls, and if you draw a line all the way from the top to the bottom, then you can turn it around. If you draw one around the middle, you can do that as well. And yeah. How long have I been doing art? Well, since I was 5, I suppose, that I can remember. I used to draw every single day when I was 5. So I've been doing it a long time. But I keep repeating myself. Things happen when you get to, I don't know what, 10, 11, something like that. And you think, and most people kind of give up around about them. And I think maybe I sort of didn't draw so much. I became more of a maker, I think. When I was 13, then my very good friend, his dad was an illustrator, in fact, and my friend was really good at drawing, and I kind of felt very much in his shadow and kind of embarrassed to draw, really, because he was so good. And of course, and his dad was, professional illustrator. So I carried on making mostly, and then being a pop star or one thing like that. And so I didn't really get to start drawing properly until I was probably about 25, 26. I went to art college late. I didn't go straight after school. I went into printing, did things like that. And my first 2 years at art college, I hated drawing on an illustration course. Illustration is all about drawing. And then we had a wonderful teacher came called Chris Core, who's a professional illustrator and artist. And he came and taught us in my last year and just made me look at drawing in a completely different way. And it was like, oh, yes. and so that's when I really started drawing and taking drawing a bit more seriously. And again, I don't think I really started drawing until I started YouTube. And I look back at my early drawings and think, the beginning of YouTube. And I think there's nothing like teaching to learn. So being one step ahead of my audience on YouTube and having to think, what am I going to do this week? I think it's just really forced me to draw more and more and more and more. And I know my brain has been rewired. It's become much more visual. And I'm, at times I found my vocabulary's just disappeared because I'm just drawing and not using words like I used to. So yeah. There we go. How long have we been doing art? There we go. Your drawings and sketchbooks are amazing. Love it. Thank you. Sizzling Grill. OMG Star Wars. Oh, right. We're still on the sketchbook. I don't think young people draw from life enough. They draw things in their... Try to draw things in their head, and it's hard, even for professional artists. It's drawing out of your head is really difficult because you've got to have seen the thing in the first place, or have some kind of reference point in your brain, a visual memory to work from, and you're not going to get it right first time. You just got to keep practicing. When I was drawing the night, in my brain I'm thinking about the Wallace collection in London, which is a museum, and they got armour and stuff there, and I'm kind of thinking, oh yeah, that one at the end there, and these are things that I've looked at and studied, and I think a lot of people are tempted to draw from photographs as well, which is, if you draw straight from a photograph and try to copy the photograph, it usually looks fantastic. But it's good to learn that way. But in the end, you want to. It's like training wheels, and you want to kind of leave it behind and kind of draw from life. There's nothing like drawing from life because you can get up and walk around something. It's a photograph. You're just copying a flat thing. You're not copying the real thing. So, draw a cup or a can of soup. Ahoy there, Shoo and Chatters, King Crow. Kevin, Shoo, the appeal of your work comes very much from colour. Can you talk about selecting colour in sketching? Yeah, I don't know. I'm so instinctive about that. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I was never taught watercolour. So yeah, what I got is, I know some of you have got these, so I got a brand new one of these. I was going to actually open this today, but I'll leave that till next week. I'm going to open this and go through it, so we'll do some colour next week. Matt Marshall, yes, I need to draw from life way more, absolutely, and I think it's scary, and I think that's the thing, and you want to go out into public drawing, that is scary, because you think somebody's going to come and jump on you, but I found actually the scariest people that come up to you actually are really the nicest. What are you doing? I'm sketching. Oh, that's really good. So, and you think they're going to come and sort of steal your stuff, but they're not, and they come and go, oh, it's really good, yeah. So, Sophie, I would love to read your book. I've written 200 books. So you got a choice. Where are we now? Matt Marshall. Here's Everyone Can Draw Books. Thank you. I used to always think I'm bad until I showed some people what I've been drawing, and people seem to really enjoy my silly cartoon style. They do. The fact that you can just pick up a pencil and draw a stick figure is amazing to most people, and if you can make it look a bit more than a stick figure, people are amazed because they would love to be able to do it themselves. And you don't have to be very good at drawing for people to really appreciate what you do. Angel got, hey, long time no see. Hi, embrace the struggle to be an artist. And I I suppose, bits of it are a struggle, but, don't make it a struggle. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It can be fun, and it can be an exciting journey of discovery. Can I draw a fisheye perspective? Yeah, you have to really kind of think about that. I'll sort of have a think about that. Struggle is real progress. Yeah, bless you, bless you, bless you, everyone. Oh, God, that was a sneeze. That was a while back, wasn't it? Sneeze came from January English 9th. Behead a Barbie doll. Oh yes, that's right. Yes, no, yeah. This is all so far back, isn't it? There we go. My cross-hatching is always really a mess. Any tips on cleaner cross-hatching? Mark P.K. Miller. I think if you want really clean cross-hatching, you just have to go slower probably and kind of consider every single line. While I was drawing, I was saying how some people, they draw very, very slowly. I don't. Mine is a mess. But it's a mess that works. So maybe if you're happy making a mess, make it a mess that works. Make it a mess that works for you. So that it isn't a mess, it's a scribbly style. Think of it that way. Turn the paper so that the natural art that you draw is going in the right way. Yeah, it's this is one thing I find really difficult let me go into the drawing camera. What's the time? Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to pack up in a moment. So there's one thing... turn the paper. so if you want to arc that way, yeah, that works because I'm going from the wrist. But if I want to arc the other way, then obviously I want to turn the paper like that. The trouble is making videos is that usually I've got it all set absolutely how I want it, and it's taped down and I can't turn the paper around. So I'm going to have about 2 more minutes here. Let's see, what do we have? Alfie Rose, another shout out, and Chloe McComb. Draw the paper. Do I remember me? And can you please give me a shout out, please? Alistair McComb. Hello. Be patient, Padawans. Yeah. Alfie Ross, I'm back. Right. Cool. Please give Alistair and Chloe a shout. Hello. And I think that's about. I've probably waffled on enough, haven't I? So, well, this was fun. And, if you've got sort of ideas and things you'd like me to talk about next week, put them in the comments box below. And I will endeavour to be here next week. I'll set the video up. Make sure that you are subscribed and ring the little bell next to it. And I think you can go... If you go to the subscribe button, the bell is there and you can ring it anyway. And when you ring that, you can get notifications... so that you will get a notification from me when I announce that I'm going to have another live show, which I'm planning for next Friday, unless anything happens, because you never know. So there we go. I am now going to go to my outro thing, and I'll say cheerio. Well, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that, then please do make sure you are subscribed to the Shoo Rayner drawing channel, and while you're about it, click the little bell next to the subscribe button and you will be notified when the next live drawing video will be. In the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye. Well, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that, then please do make sure you are subscribed to the Shoo Rayner drawing channel.